So, Morgan Freeman is now being accused of sexual harassment. I know you've probably seen this in the media. You find it in the shade room. If you're not really big on news, you can Google it. It's there. It's been eight different women to come forward. One lady had a little story and a video clip that didn't make any sense. I just really think at this point, it's women that have really been violated and assaulted, and that's very unfortunate. And my sympathy goes out to them. And because no woman should be violated. No one should be violated. Let's make that clear. No one should have to suffer violation. But I would be lying if I didn't say this is starting to get old to me at this point. At this point, it's starting to seem like a witch hunt, especially when it comes to Morgan Freeman. I mean, when do we cut this off? This is becoming a slippery slope. And I'm sorry, any grown ass woman, you going around, if a man comes at you, you think sideways or making you feel uncomfortable, there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, I really don't feel comfortable with this. Hey, I'm not down with this. It'd be different if, you came forward and said something and deaded it. But no, you can't allow people to. It's natural for men to be attracted to women or have an attraction to something. And if they're just speaking, oh, you look nice, or oh, I like the way that figure looks in that dress, and I mean that's normal stuff. And if you don't like it, you have the right to speak up. But to go forward and say you're being harassment, to me that's just some weak shit. That is some weak shit. If you can't open your mouth as a grown ass woman and express your discontent for what might be being said to you, then that's a fucking problem. And I think this stuff is going too far. I think in a minute, men are going to feel like that they cannot speak to women because they don't know how far it's going to go. And truly, there are ignorant men, and of all colors and races, okay? There are ignorant men. There are men that do not have boundaries. There are men that need to be put in their place, and rightfully so. I get that. And for those doing that to this two women, they are disgusting. But, just sitting up every little thing that a man says now, we're throwing our hands up in this Me Too shit. It's becoming out of hand. I can tell you. I mean, I will get somebody together in a minute. And I really don't have that problem because generally, unless a person has a mental problem, they can really read a person's energy or read your body language and say she ain't for it. You know what I'm saying? And anybody who has tried to slip something in, they said it jokingly and they were treading lightly. And I said whatever I had to say. But yeah, I don't play about that shit. And I'm tired of these grown ass women acting weak as fuck, acting like they're victims that are not, because you make it bad for the women who really have been attacked. And there is women that really have been attacked. There's really women that are afraid to come forward. And you make it bad because after a while, people are not going to listen to them because it's like so many people crying wolf. And it's getting bad. It really is. It's getting ridiculous. I'm going to tell you, for me, it's just really falling on the deaf ears. I mean, if it's not something like he yanked my vagina from up under my skirt and pinned me down and had a pistol to my head, I'm really just kind of over it. I really am. I mean, because unless somebody is physically forcing you and taking you against your will, something that they're saying, or an eye gaze or whatever like that, I mean, what are you guys going to say? Oh, he eye fucked me through my dress and I feel intimidated. Oh, what happened to, bitch, you better get on. Bye. What happened to that? Watch your hands. I'm not the one. Keep it up and see what happens. What happened to that? Like, come on now. We're adults. We should know how to carry ourselves. And my thing is, again, I am not downing anyone who has really been assaulted. And again, my sympathies go out to them. But for those y'all playing games, coming up with this nonsense, and ain't nobody touched you, ain't nobody forced you against your will, and there's women that's been locked up in basements, or all kind of crazy stuff. But y'all want to come and sing this little, I felt uncomfortable. Hell, I feel uncomfortable every time I got to punch a clock in the job at work. Should I report them too? Should they become part of me too? I mean, there's plenty of stuff that if we want to get petty, if we want to use the word uncomfortable, it can be used depending on who the person is, and it's up into interpretation what discomfort is. okay? Because I'm uncomfortable with a lot of stuff. It's called life, honey. So you have to learn how to navigate through this thing called life and figure it out. But to sit up and put someone's name and legacy in jeopardy because you felt uncomfortable because you failed to speak up, no, that's unacceptable. Because again, there are real victims. Harvey Weinstein just got picked up for being an ultimate creep, and he deserves what he gets. If that's what he did, he deserves every bit of it. And I'm pretty sure, seeing that of the color of his skin, and I don't care who wants to argue with it, you want to argue me in the comments, everybody knows, yes, the white man and the black man might get arrested, but the white man is going to get a little bit less of a harsher sentence or consequences than the black man would. So they took his ass and basically embarrassed him. Yeah, he's guilty of some shit, and rightfully so. He gets what he deserves. But this Morgan Freeman and so many others, I mean, good grief. Every time you look up, it's somebody else. Hell, like I said, it might be my daddy next. I mean, y'all, it's gonna be somebody's pastor. You know, it's just there has to be limits to this stuff. And I think social media, as much as it has its positive attributes, being it can connect all of us together and allow us to speak to each other. I could be in where I'm in Michigan, someone could be in Africa, and we can have communication. That's a beautiful thing, and it gives us. We are allowed to be privy to certain information that we wouldn't be otherwise. But it also has its cons, and I think it's getting a lot of people brave to come up and say shit that's just not valid because they think they're going to get a little bit of attention, some fame, or they might get a check or whatever, what have you. And playing with people's reputations, it's just not cool. It's not cool to do that. And I hope that people get themselves in order. And for those who have been violated, I wish them justice. But for the rest of y'all, quit playing. Open your fucking mouth or don't say shit at all. Don't open your mouth when it's convenient. Open your mouth when it's happening. Hey, bruh, sir, I just don't feel comfortable. Or, hey, motherfucker, get back. Or however you want to say it, make sure you're opening your mouth. That's what being an adult, that's the privileges of being an adult. You have the right to open your mouth, protect yourself, and defend yourself. So for those who have tuned into this live broadcast, thank you so much. Thanks again once again for tuning in. You know I upload Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday for Porch Talk. I really appreciate all your likes, and make sure you share, and thank you for those who do. See you again next time. Bye.